जार धन संपदा गौरांगेरदुते पदा चार धन संपदा गौरांगेरदुते पदा जन भक्ति रस अधिकारी से जाने भक्ति रस सार गौरांगेर मधुर लीला चार करने प्रवेशिला दया निर्मला वेलोतारा जय गौरांगेर नाम ला तार होय तारे मोहि जाय बोलिहारी गौरांग गुण तेज रे नित्य लीला तारे स्फुरे जन भक्ति अधिकारी गौरांगेर संगे गणे नित्य सिद्ध कोरि माने जाय ब्रजेंद्र सुत पासा श्री गौड़ मंडल भूमि जय बाजने चिंतामणि तार है ब्रज भूमि वासा गौर प्रेम रसार नवे से तरंगे जे डूबे राधा माधव अंतरंगा जोहे बाबन ते थके गौरांग बोले डाके नारदमा मागे तार संगा गौरांगेर दुते पदा चार धन संपदा भक्ति रस सारा Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bola Bola Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare हरे नाम संकीर्तन की श्रीला प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रमानंदे हरि हरि जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, Chapter 10, Lord Gauranga marries Lakshmi Priya. We will start from text 47. Sai Navadipe Vaise Ekasu Brahmana Balava Acharya Nama Janakera Sama. There was one qualified Brahmana in Navadip named Balavacharya, was equal to Janaka Maharaj. In the Ganadasa Dipika, it is stated Janaka, the great king of Mithila, has now appeared as Balavacharya. He is also accepted as Bhishmaka, the father of Rukmini. Sri Janaki, Rukmini and Lakshmi are all his daughters. Tana Kanya Achajana Lakshmi Murti Mati Niravadi Vipratanra Chinta Jogya Pati. He had a daughter who appeared to be the personification of Lakshmi. That Brahmana was constantly searching for a qualified husband for her. In Indian tradition, the father always searches for the suitable bridegroom for his daughters. This is the beauty of a traditional Indian grihastha, where the father takes all tribulations and difficulties to ensure that his daughter is married or is given in marriage to a suitable candidate who is in Krishna consciousness. Daive Lakshmi ekadina gela Ganga snane Gaurachandra he nai samaye sai khane. By providence, one day when Lakshmi went to take bath in the Ganges, Gaurachandra was there at the same time. So this is not by chance, this is by will of the providence. In the same ghat, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Lakshmi, they saw each other. Nija Lakshmi chiniya hasila Gaurachandra Lakshmi o bandila mane Prabhu pada dvanda. Gaurachandra smiled when he recognized his beloved Lakshmi, and Lakshmi mentally offered her obeisances to Lord's lotus feet. You see, I have told so many times, Krishna and his devotees, they naturally recognize each other, they naturally appreciate each other, they naturally serve, the devotee serves. So here, Gaurachandra seeing Lakshmi realized this is my concert, and Lakshmi seeing Gaurachandra realized this is my master, and hence took the lotus feet of the Lord and placed that lotus feet in her heart. He namote done chini done ghare gela ke bujite pare Gaura sundare ro khela. After recognizing each other in this way, they both returned to their homes. Who can understand the pastimes of the Lord? Gaura Sundara. So, dear devotees, Ishvara ichaya vipravana mali nama Saidina gela teno sachi devi sthana. By the Lord's will, that very day, a Brahmana named Banamali went to the house of Mother Sachi. So Ballava was Janaka or Bhishmaka. His daughter is Lakshmi, Priya, and the Brahmana Banamali became the matchmaker for them. Namaskari aire basi ladi jabara asana dile na jai kari adara. So Banamali went to Sachi Mata's house and with the proposal for Lakshmi Priya. That respected Brahmana offered Mother Sachi his obeisances and she respectfully offered him a seat. So this is the tradition of the society, not like nowadays. If you work in Canada, America, then your dowry will increase. What a low class! This is worse than animal. Animals don't follow regulations in their eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. But then, to go to America such that your dowry would increase, it doesn't make you better than animal. It makes you worse than animal, my dear friends. What a beautiful tradition we had in earlier time. We used to have. I have seen these matchmakers. They would not take a single pie. They were known because matchmaker has to be pure. Otherwise, how people will trust him? So he becomes the common trustworthy person. He has to. So and they take it as a service. They take it as a service, matchmaker. And free service. Nisulk seva. And that is why Indian family tradition continued until now. It is getting disintegrated. I don't think Indian family tradition, देखो ना उसका गांव में, रवि प्रकाश के गांव में, हैं? किसी को कोरोना हो गया तो बाकी लोग ये चिंता कर रहे हैं उसको कैसे मार देंगे. किसी की नौकरी हो गया और कुछ लोग चिंता कर रहे हैं भाई उसको किडनैप कैसे कर दें. हैं? Wow, this is. So when Banamali, with the proposal of Lakshmi Priya, went to the house of Sachimata, Sachimata gave him a proper respect. Aire bole no tabe Banamali acharya, putra vivahera keno nachinto karya. Banamali acharya then asked Sachi, why aren't you thinking about arranging your son's marriage? Banamali Ghataka is described in Gauraguna Dasaveki as follows. The matchmaker Sri Vishwamitra, who arranged the marriage of Sri Ramachandra and who was the Brahmana messenger that Rukmini sent to Kesava, has now appeared as Banamali Acharya. Wow! Huh? That what is that? Brahmana who went with the love letter of Rukmini and Vishwamitra, they are same people. And Banamali. Huh? This is amazing. This question will be there. Open question. Who represent Banamali? Who represent Banamali in Ram Lila and Krishna Lila? Okay? So, open question is already there. Dear devotees, please note down. In Navadipa resides one Balvacharya, who is born in an exalted family. He is pure, well-behaved, decorated with many good qualities. He has a daughter whose beauty, qualities and temperament are as good as Lakshmi. If you wish, I will arrange their marriage. I will arrange their marriage. Mother Sachi replied, my son is fatherless. Leave him alone to study for some time. Later I will consider. The Brahmana was not satisfied with Sachi's answer. Therefore left disappointed. Sachimata was not thinking the marriage of Gaurahari, and she was thinking she is now studying, she is so popular in Navadip, great scholar, so her chest is naturally raised because everybody is glorifying her son. She says, why to marry so early? Mother Sachi neglected or ignored the proposal for Namai marriage suggested by the best of the matchmaker Banamali Acharya and changed the topic of conversation. Therefore, Banamali did not get any rasa from Sachi's words. Rather, he perceived an absence of rasa or dry santarasa. That is, he perceived an indifferent, unchangeable mood. That is why in ordinary Alankara literature, dry santarasa is not actually accepted as rasa, because it is devoid of the reciprocation of feeling, as stated. Samasya nirbhikaratvam natya jair naisa manyate. Due to the unchallenging nature of samabhava, a learned person do not accept it as a rasa. Anyhow, the idea is that normally when you have certain expectation, you go somewhere and that expectation is not properly reciprocated, or then you feel bad. But when it happens within the three modes of material nature, that is material modes of nature. You can't help it. This will happen anyway. But Banamali is a pure Nitya Parikara of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sachi is also pure and Nitya Parikara of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when there are two people in the same plane and the expectations are not met, then there is naturally going to be disappointment. As he left by the providence, he met Gaurachandra, who happily embraced him. The Lord inquired, "Tell me, where have you been?" The Brahmana replied, "I was speaking with your mother. I offered a proposal for your marriage, but for some reason I don't understand, she refused." Hearing his words, Nimai remained silent for the moment. He then smiled and spoke a little more with the Brahmana before returning to his house. When the Lord got home, he asked his mother, "Why didn't you respect the Brahmana's proposal?" Mother Sachi was pleased to receive an indication from her own son. The next day, she called the Brahmana to her home. Sachi said, "O Brahmana, I have decided that you may immediately arrange what you proposed yesterday." The Brahmana took the dust from the mother Sachi's feet, immediately left for the house of Ballavacharya. On seeing the Brahmana, Ballava offered him a seat with great respect. Vanamali Acharya said, "Please hear me. Choose an auspicious day for the marriage of your daughter." The son of Jagannath Mishra, Sri Vishwambara, is highly learned and an ocean of good qualities. This great personality is the proper match for your daughter. So there is Lakshmi and there is Narsingha. So one is Gaurachandra, the other is Lakshmi Priya. This great personality is the proper match for your daughter. Now you decide what you would like to do. So basically we are reading how Lakshmi and Narasimha, they are getting married. Ballavacharya joyfully replied, "Such a husband for my daughter is achieved by great fortune." Of course, in Navadev, Nimai's fame is already sky high. I don't think that anybody would say no. Okay. If Krishna is pleased with me and Lakshmi and Parvati are pleased with my daughter, then I will be blessed with such a husband for my daughter. You may arrange everything without delay. But I have one request that I am embarrassed to disclose. I am poor and have no means to offer a dowry. You see, this is amazing. In Kali Yuga, Krishna is appearing in a poor Brahmana family. So also Lakshmi, who owns everything, is appearing in a poor Brahman family. Poverty is good. If you have a culture, poverty is good. Poverty is good. I have seen some family in Jharkhand, poverty stricken, but the family is extraordinarily cultured. Yeah. But I have one request that I am embarrassed to disclose. I am poor, I have no means to offer a dowry. I can offer only 5 haritaki fruits along with my daughter. Please beg their consent. Hearing the words of Ballava, Mishra, Banamali Acharya, happily completed all the formalities. He then returned to Sachimata's house, informed Mother Sachi, the formalities have been completed. Now you may choose an auspicious time for the ceremony. When the Lord's relatives heard the news, they joyfully began to make arrangements. On an auspicious day, they held the Adhivasa ceremony, during which people danced and sang while musicians played various instruments. The ritual in which sandalwood pulp and flower garlands are offered the day before an auspicious ceremony is called Adhivasa. All round, the Brahmanas recited Vedic hymns as Nimai, the jewel of twice born, appeared like moon in their midst. So during the Adhivasa, Nimai was dazzling as the moon when the Brahmanas assembled guests. They all danced and sang, invoking blessings of Lord. At an auspicious moment, the relatives of Brahmanas offered sandalwood pulp, flower garlands to the Lord, thereby completing the Adhivasa ceremony. The relatives also satisfied the Brahmanas by offering them sandalwood pulp, betel knots and flower garlands. Following tradition, Ballavacharya also came and joyfully took part in the Adhivasa ceremony. After Nimai woke the next morning, he took bath, gave charity, respectfully worshipped his forefathers. Auspicious sounds of singing, dancing and musical instruments filled the atmosphere. Everywhere excited people were calling out, take this, give that. I remember in early time, there was no, Ghana was not there. The song, only the ladies used to sing, that is the house ladies. This Bollywood music anyway was not there. And Senai, and then the band party during the procession. And this nonsense that has come in our so-called Indian marriages is literally, this is, I can't tell about it. Everywhere excited people were calling out, take this, give that. Many chaste women, well-wisher, friends and respected Brahmanas graced the function. Mother Sachi happily satisfied the ladies with puffed rice, bananas, vermilion, betel and oil. Demigods and their wives took the form of humans, also happily attended the Lord's marriage. Ballavacharya joyfully worshipped the demigods, forefathers, according to Vedic injunctions. Time at dusk, the Lord arrived at the house of Ballavacharya. So the whole world, whole universe has come, landed in the house of Sachimata. The ladies of upper planetary systems have come as Brahmani, and the demigods have descended as Brahmana. And who will not? Of course, ontologically or truth-wise, the marriage of Radha and Krishna, Lakshmi and Narasimha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lakshmi Priya or Vishnu Priya, this looks a little odd in the sense that what is this marriage? But because they are anyway inseparable, you can't separate them. So what is their marriage? Marriage means you are trying to unite two unknown people, getting them together and saying you follow the path of Dharma. But here, it is not. A marriage is a lila here. They are anyway eternal partner. One is master, the other is consort. And so the marriage is just to participate, because unless Lord does such pastime, how devotees can enjoy? If Lord always remains in his ontological state of being independent, absolute, then devotees cannot enjoy anything. So Lord does all these things so that devotees have enough opportunity to appreciate Lord's reciprocation with them. As soon as Lord arrived, Vallabhacharya and his associates drowned in an ocean of bliss. He then respectfully offered a seat to his son-in-law, welcomed him according to Vedic injunction. Vallabhacharya then had his beautifully decorated daughter brought before the Lord. Everyone began to chant the name of Hari as they lifted Lakshmi off the ground. Then Lakshmi was carried around Nimai 7 times. As they placed her before him, she offered obeisances with folded hands. As they finally exchanged flower garlands, Lakshmi and original Narayana were both greatly pleased. After Lakshmi offered flower garland at the feet of Lord, she offered him obeisances with full surrender. All that could be heard was the ecstatic chanting of all glories to Krishna, to Gaurahari. In this way, after they performed the ceremony of seeing each other's face for the first time, the Lord sat down with Lakshmi on his left. The Lord's fresh youthful beauty defeated that of Cupid, as Lakshmi then sat at his left side. Who has the ability to describe that wonderful scene and the happiness that was experienced at the house of Ballava Mishra? At last, Vallabhacharya, who is non-different from Bhishmaka, sat down to give away his daughter. The same lotus feet that are worshipped by Sankara and Brahma to obtain the power of creation were now worshipped by the respected Brahmana, Vallabhacharya. He then also decorated the body of Lord with cloth, flower garlands and sandalwood pulp. After duly offering his daughter to the Lord, the Brahmana became absorbed in an ocean of bliss. Thereafter, the chaste woman performed the various traditional family rituals. That night, the Lord stayed at the house of Vallabhacharya, and the next day he returned home with Lakshmi. Normally this happens. The bridegroom goes to the bride's house, and normally the marriage takes place in the night time, and then the bridegroom stays there whole night. Next day early morning he returns with the bridegroom or with the bride. That night Lord stayed at the house of Vallabhacharya. Next day he returned home with Lakshmi. As the Lord and Lakshmi were carried home in a palanquin, people came running out of their houses to see them. Both Lakshmi and the original Narayana were wonderfully decorated with sandalwood paste, flower garlands, ornaments, crowns, and bright kajal. Everyone who saw them exclaimed, "How wonderful!" The ladies were all particularly amazed. Someone said they resemble Shiva and Parvati. They must have worshipped the Lord without duplicity for a long time. Can a less fortunate girl possibly get such a nice husband? I conclude that they are Shiva and Parvati. Someone else said they resemble Indra and Sachi, or Madan and Rati. One girl said they are Lakshmi and Narayana. That is right. They are Lakshmi and Narayana. Another girl said, by their unparalleled beauty, it appears Sita and Ram are seated on that. This is actually in our traditional village, people speak like that. When near and dear. Even in our marriage, my Mausi was there, and after marriage she came and told me, both were looking like Lakshmi Narayan. I said, I closed her face. Don't say Lakshmi Narayan will go to dust. But traditionally, people speak like that. People speak like that. Another girl said, by their unparalleled beauty, it appears Sita and Ram are seated on their palanquin. In this way, the girl spoke in various ways as they joyfully watched Lakshmi and the original Narayana. When the couple arrived at Nimai's house in the evening, they were festively greeted by dancing, singing, the playing of musical instruments. Sachi Devi with some other Brahmana ladies then jubilantly welcomed her daughter-in-law home. Thereafter, Mother Sachi satisfied the Brahmanas, musicians and dancers with money, cloth and sweet words. Whoever hears these auspicious topics of the Lord's marriage is never entangled in worldly life. Just like if you read love letter of Rukmini, you lose interest in this material world. Similarly, when you hear the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's marriage with Lakshmi Priya, you will also lose any attachment for family life or worldly life. We will read the purport. In this material world, people become joyful by hearing about marriage of a boy and girl. Encouraged by such topics, the conditioned soul become eager to face the miseries of material bondage. Actually, in our time, when we were small kids in our village, whenever the Sanai and band party, this music will come, then people know that either the bridegroom is going in a palanquin to get married, or bride and bridegroom are returning together, right? Because never you will not find bride going alone in a palanquin, no. Bridegroom will go for marriage in palanquin, that time alone, and while returning he would come along with the bride. So, I have seen, people, particularly ladies, we were all small kids, we will be sleeping blissfully. Hey, get up. The bridegroom is going. Let's come. Let's go. And we will be so angry. And every time, people are so entangled in this. But the point is, these are all worldly life. There was simplicity in that. This is much better than what we are doing now. And at least people went and they saw bride and bridegroom on the palanquin. But nowadays people are continuously seeing pseudo bride and pseudo bridegroom. But the topics related with the marriage of Sriman Mahaprabhu, who is the controller of Maya, are not like this. This pastime of Lord is meant to demonstrate the uselessness of material existence. A living entity who is attached to material enjoyment considers the marriage of a mundane boy and girl to be the ideal example of sense gratification. If we consider the spiritual pastimes of Supreme Lord's marriage as similar to conditioned soul sense gratificatory activities which are apparently sweet but ultimately poison, he will certainly be entangled in the bondage of material existence. But the Supreme Lord is the only object of all enjoyment, and the servants, maidservant and wonderful ingredients of service, which are all under his control, cannot produce such inauspiciousness. Wherever the happiness of the Lord is present, the sense gratification of living entity cannot remain. In this regard, one should discuss auspicious nectarian past statements such as the following verses from Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.42. Bhaktihi paresanu bhava viraktiranyatra chaisa trika eka kalaha. Devotion, direct experience of Supreme Lord, and detachment from other things. These three occur simultaneously. And from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Yasya Hare Ardasya Karmana Manasa Gira Nikhilasu Api Avastasu Jivan Mukta Sauchyate. A person acting in the service of Krishna with his body, mind, intelligence and words is a liberated person even within the material world, although he may engage in many apparent material activities. The Supreme Lord Vishnu is the transcendental controller of Maya, so to consider him material or like an ordinary living entity is a great offense. When a transcendental service attitude towards the Supreme Lord Vishnu is awakened, then liberated devotees inclined towards serving the Lord are no longer entangled in material bondage. In other words, if a living entity is eager to please the Supreme Lord, he becomes freed from the bondage of material existence, which is separate from the Lord, and never personally endeavors person's gratification or material enjoyment. Okay? So, when we are attracted to see a boy is united with a girl, so that attraction takes us to hell. And you don't understand the empowerment of it by a teacher, you are good for nothing. You are good for nothing. Okay? This is what so what time it is now? 9:05. I'll read some more verses. So dear devotees, today you heard very wonderful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's marriage with Lakshmi Priya. We saw that there was a wonderful daughter of Ballavacharya, Ballava Mishra, and daughter's name was Lakshmi Priya. Actually, she is eternal consort of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And by the will of the providence, they met in the Ganga Ghat each other. Mahaprabhu realized, this is my consort. Consort Lakshmi Priya realized, this is my master. And after that, Banamali, one matchmaker, came with a proposal of Lakshmi Priya. Acha, you are not there here, what? Acha. So you be there. So don't disturb me now, I am speaking. So, and then what happened is that Banamali came with a proposal to Sachi Mata, and Sachi Mata was not that time thinking about the marriage of his son. So she listened in 1 year, and then he diverted the topic. Banamali, please tell how things are going on at your side. And so obviously Banamali was disappointed. But as he was going away from the house of Sachi Mata, again by will of the providence, he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, from where you are coming? Now I am coming from your house only. I came with a proposal. And proposal is of Ballavacharya's daughter Lakshmi Priya. So Mahaprabhu realized, now this is his own concert. So then, without telling anything to Banamali, he came to his own home. Asked Sachi Mata, I heard that Banamali came with a proposal. Why didn't you accept it? And then Sachi Mata looked at the face of her daughter, her son, and realized his son agrees to this proposal. So immediately Sachi Mata called out for Banamali and said, please prepare. Banamali went to the house of Ballavacharya. He was so happy to hear that there is, as worthy as proposal as, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He is the absolute truth, Baba. You cannot tell him he is the most eligible bachelor. He is beyond comprehension. He is the absolute truth. But anyway, a fortunate person, just like Himalaya getting Lord Shiva as the son-in-law. It's a fortune. But this is trillion times more fortune to get Krishna as your son-in-law. Right? And so this is exactly happened. But Ballavacharya said, you see that I cannot give dowry. I am very poor. If you agree, then please go ahead. So marriage happened. A marriage was arranged. Adivasa ceremony happened. After Adivasa, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went for the marriage. And then Lakshmi Priya was made to circumambulate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 7 times. And after that, she was made to place on the left of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then the marriage was done. Mahaprabhu stayed there whole night. Next morning, he and Lakshmi Priya came, returned to home. During this entire ceremony, the demigods came as Brahmana, and their spouses, they came as Brahmani, and they all participated in this most deserved celebration of marriage of Mahaprabhu and his consort. And they all blessed the couple. And it is said that anybody who hears this pastimes of marriage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Lakshmi Priya, he or she will lose the binding attachment to this material world. And in this case, Lakshmi Priya is eternal consort, Lakshmi herself, goddess of fortune. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And as such, the Vallabha Mishra, the father of Lakshmi Priya, is Vishwamitra in Ramlila and Brahmana in Banamali was the Banamali, I made a mistake. Banamali who was the matchmaker, he was Vishwamitra as well as Brahmana in Krishna Lila. Krishna and marriage, Rukmini sent the Brahmana to requesting Krishna to kidnap her. So that Brahmana and Vishwamitra, who took Lord Ram to the Swayamvara ceremony of Mother Sita, they are all same. So Banamali, Vishwamitra and Brahmana who carried the love letter of Rukmini, they all three are same. So dear devotees, you are very fortunate because many of you came late today. We started our program today a little early, and hence I narrated this summary again, and hope you heard it. And if you have heard it properly, then you must have lost your connection with this material world. Hare Krishna. Okay, any question, dear devotees? In Adivasa Samskara, you are, why are sandalwood and garlands offered to Brahmanas? What is the purpose behind it? Isn't this ceremony followed these days? No, this has been popularized Bollywood way. So they will play Bollywood music and start dancing and doing all nakra. So this has been polluted. So earlier time the Adivasa ceremony is a samskara, and so the Brahmanas will sing from Samveda, and then there will be classical. Okay, so there is no question. I hope all of you enjoyed this time Janmashtami in a lockdown phase. I hope you also had a good Prabhupada appearance day. Tomorrow is also Gopal Krishna Maharaj's Vyas Puja day. So I wish each one of you, those who are initiated by Gopal Krishna Maharaj, happy Vyas Puja. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.